Adrian plans to join the IBOW and become a journeyman electrician. Adrian is escorted by Teresa Wolfer. And now for Queen, Chloe Hiddle, Hannah Fulkerson, Kirsten Nottingham, and Mallory Fort-Bradley. Chloe Hiddle is a member of the track and soccer teams. She's involved in volunteering at the animal shelter and at nursing homes. She's also a coach at the YMCA. Chloe is also involved in dance, a cappella panther platoons, concert choir, all-state and honor choir, musicals and plays, and participates in mission trips with her youth group at church. Upon graduation, Chloe plans to travel across the country with her grandmother and attend Youngstown State University in the fall, where she will major in social work and minor in Spanish. Chloe is being escorted by Aaron, Jared, and Amelia. Hannah Fulkerson is a member of the Maysville High School volleyball and softball teams. She's also a member of the National Honor Society, the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, and attends Zane State College full-time, where she will earn her Associates of Arts degree in May of 2022. Hannah will be attending Muskingum University in the fall and majoring in the Early Childhood Education program. Hannah is being escorted by Rick Fulkerson and Lisa Fulkerson. Kirsten Nottingham was also involved in Maysville cheerleading grades 2nd through 11th grade and is also involved in competitive cheerleading. She's also an ambassador for the Mideast Career Technical Center. Upon graduation, Kirsten plans to return to Mideast for her RN and be a traveling nurse. Kirsten is being escorted by Nicole Nottingham and Ron Melvin. Mallory Bradley is a member of the Maysville High School softball and volleyball teams. Mallory is a full-time CCP student at Zane State College and is a member of the National Honor Society and Interact Club. Upon graduation, Mallory is committed to Lourdes University to play softball and work towards a BSN in nursing. Mallory is being escorted by Misty Bradley and Steve Bradley. At this time, please join me in welcoming the 2020 Homecoming Queen, Cassie Bunting, and the 2017 Homecoming King, Caleb DeLong. Caleb is a proud graduate of Maysville's class of 2018. Caleb is currently a senior at Denison University studying international studies and French. Caleb serves as a teaching assistant and a department fellow. Caleb hopes to attend law school upon graduation from Denison this spring. Cassie is a proud graduate of Maysville's class of 2021. Cassie is currently a freshman at the Ohio State University, where she is a pre-med biology major, minoring in psychology. She is planning a future career in the medical field. And now, the time has come to crown our 2021 Homecoming King and Queen. High school principal Dr. Robert Dalton will announce this year's King and Queen.
The 2021 Maysville High School Homecoming King is Luke Hunt. Maysville High School Homecoming Queen is Chloe Hiddle.
one more round of applause for Luke Huff and Chloe Hill, the 2020 Homecoming King Queen.
Well connected which way? With the radio or the phone? Phone and radio? You want to tell him?
Tonight's 50-50 drawing supports our bowling team. Please purchase your half-and-half tickets at the front gate until halftime. Thank you for supporting our athletic teams. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I'd like to welcome you to the Maysville Athletic Complex for tonight's game between the Muskies of John Glenn High School versus your Maysville Panthers. At this time, please direct your attention to the west end zone and help me welcome the 2021 Maysville Panther Marching Band. Tonight, they're joined by the Maysville Middle School Marching Band and are led on the field by field commanders Kristen Holubach, Marlene Lawson, and Kirsten Hay.
Welcome to ABC Sports here on YRP TV and on Nash Icon FM as we have week number 8 matchup between the John Glenn Little Muskies and the Maysville Panthers. Panthers a 3-4 record coming into this one here tonight. The John Glenn Little Muskies, after 2 opening losses to start the year, they have 4 straight wins and a team that's on a roll right now and playing very well. Dave Davidson and Richard Hall here in the press box at the Maysville Athletic Complex. Good to have you along again, Richard.
Glad to be here, Dave.
Absolutely. You've seen John Glenn here several times here. This is a team that right now, after those first couple of weeks of being a little bit shorthanded personnel-wise, they have been rolling, especially on offense.
Boy, Dave, they really have. I've had an opportunity to watch him play many times this year, and they just keep getting better and more versatile in what they're doing. So they are a very good football team right now, and they just seem to keep getting better and better. As you alluded to, they opened the season with 2 losses to Garraway and Bloom Carroll. Both of those teams, though, are currently both at 7-0. So no shame in that happening, and have won 4 straight.
And the Maysville High School Marching Band with the national anthem here from the Maysville Athletic Complex. A week number 8 game, and as we were alluding to, the John Glenn offense, Richard, will continue on. A team here that has been rolling offensively despite the loss of Noah Wellmeyer, who is arguably the most important piece to the Muskies offense when the season started.
Boy, sure, that's a huge loss for them. And but they've really been able to pick up the slack offensively. John Glenn's averaging 32 points a game, while defensively only giving up 16. So they've been very effective on both sides of the ball, taking things away defensively, playing really, really well, and then offensively have just been doing a great job. Very versatile offensively, Dave. They also throw the ball really effectively. You know, Brad Morgan's having an outstanding season. He is simply just lighting it up. 83 out of 119 for 935 yards. That's a 70% completion. Only 1 interception on 13 touchdowns. So they're very effective through the air. And with the loss of Wellmeyer, they've been running the ball by committee, but they've been doing a great job with that as well. Blade Barclay's been contributing, as well as Bronson Bendel. and company, and they've done a great job on the ground and been very versatile in their approach. Coach Edwards and staff have done a great job adjusting their personnel with the loss of their key running.
And as always, the band would like to wish Coach Clark and the rest of the team good luck tonight.
So a couple of those losses were not very good losses, I'm sure that he would say.
Absolutely, and last week they battled Sheridan. They came away with a 26-21 loss, and they just, but you know, Maysville, what's unique about them is they rack up a lot of yards. Their time of possession is really good. You know, they control the tempo. They have 2,485 yards on the season, which has been outstanding for them. But they simply have trouble at times putting points on the board. You know, they've lost to some really good opponents. They lost to, as we look here, they lost to Meadowbrook to open the season, to New Lexington, had a win at Coshocton, lost to Tri-Valley, beat a very good West Muskingum team, so we know Maysville has potential to be good. They won the Crooksville game and then lost last week to Sheridan, as I alluded to earlier. But you're right. They're streaky. They have some really good games. They have some very average games, I would say. But, you know, tonight is a key game for the Maysville Panthers. They are currently ranked 17th, Division IV, Region 15, just on the outside looking in with the top 16 teams in each region qualifying for the playoffs. So, you know, in terms of a playoffs implication tonight, it's huge for Maysville.
Yeah, absolutely. John Glenn sitting fourth in that Region 15, Division 4 setting. So if they continue to win out, they're going to have a first week bye for sure. This is a team that's looking to continue to get stronger toward the end of this season and not take their foot off the gas. It's going to be really important not to peak too early.
Absolutely, and you know, like we said, they want to keep getting better and better and better. And from the games I've witnessed this season, that's been the case. But they are still having some difficulty with penalties. A lot of their issues are self-inflicted that I know Coach Edwards and staff are going to really try to work on and iron out, because the farther you progress in the playoffs, if that's the case, the more mistake-free you need to be to advance. So they have their work cut out for them. While they're playing really well, they're not flawless by any means if you would talk to their coaching staff. Right. So they do have things to work on. So
we'll take a break here in our pregame report, and we'll be back with more here on Nash Icon FM and on YRP TV as our high school football coverage here in week number 8 between John Glenn and Maysville will get underway with the opening kickoff and the starting lineups coming up after this. Okay.
High school football from ABC Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by Doan Ford, West 40 Auto Sales, WB Green Insurance, Abel's Electric Heating and Cooling, Southeastern Med, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Bethany Glass CPA, Valentine Insurance, Park National Bank, Y-City Auto Group, and the Rogers Company.
Because if I needed them, I was supposed to have them already, so that's fine. Well, I guess I won't. I'm not used to that. Okay, man. Okay. All right. And you're hearing me here through here? Okay. See, I'm not used to that, too, because usually, like, when I've worked with Adam or somebody, they've had to take the ears off. I've had to literally talk to them face-to-face here. So we got about 30 seconds here on the FM 25 now. I'll let you do John Glenn's offensive lineup. Is that cool?
Yep.
I didn't see who won the toss, did you?
I didn't see that.
Hey, Pat, did we see who won the toss? And we're back on Nash Icon FM 98.5 and on YRP TV. Our thanks to Brandon Hickman back in our Nash Icon FM studio, and to Mike Mitchell running the controls here for us for the live stream on YRP TV. Dave Davidson and Richard Hall here at the Maysville Athletic Complex, just a couple of minutes away from the kickoff here. And as we await to see who will who's won the coin toss and will be receiving in this half, we're going to look first here at the John Glenn Little Muskie offensive lineup, and Richard Hall will have that for us.
Yeah, John Glenn under head coach Matt Edwards. From some familiar faces tonight. Quarterback, 6 foot, 205 pound senior, number 5, Brad Morgan, will lead the Muskies once again. Running back, number 12, a 5'9", 185 pound sophomore, Bronson Bendel, will be behind him, along with 5'11", 170 pound senior, Blade Barkley. And there's your backfield and quarterback. On the receiving end, for wide receivers for John Glenn, number 10, a 6 foot 2 inch, 175 pound junior, Nathan Walker. Number 13, a 5'10", 175 pound sophomore, Gates Thompson, will line up tonight. And then across the offensive line, our left tackle is going to be Tough Zimba, 6'2", 230 pound senior. Next to him at the left guard spot will be Noah Scheffler, at 6'1", 205 sophomore. Our center tonight is going to be Gunnar Fox at 6'1", 240 junior. Right guard will be a 6 foot, 240 pound freshman, Clay Mathers. The right tackle was going to be Ethan Detweiler, 6 foot, 175 pound junior. And the wide receiver on the other side, Ian Glob, a 5'10", 140 pound senior. And then Mr. Everything, number 2, 175 pound junior, Colt Emerson. And there's your starters for the offense for John Glenn Little Muskies.
And that's a solid athlete right there. And Colt Emerson, a lot of returners back on this John Glenn team on offense and defense. When we look at Maysville's offense here, Richard, Alex Bobb, good-sized quarterbacks, having a pretty decent season, 6'1", 175 pounds. Just a sophomore, still coming into his own. So this a Maysville team that, don't forget, with Craig Clark, even though the record's 3-4, they're a little bit in a rebuilding phase here right now.
They really are. When you look at their skill people, their key personnel, they're sophomores and juniors. There's not many seniors that we're going to see on the roster tonight as far as being there in their skill positions. So they're a little bit young, but they have potential to play well tonight. Homecoming night, so they're excited as they enter the field here. They're jacked up and ready to play. So should be a good high school football game.
We're looking forward to it. And they want to rebound last week, Richard, from a disappointing 26-21 loss at Sheridan. That was a game that they felt like, with a Sheridan team that's really just lost, totally depleted of their talent really from the last 2 years. That's a game I think that they felt like that they had should have had a victory in.
Yeah, they could have and should have. They actually led in that game early, 7-6, but they just had a very, very difficult time stopping the run last week with against Munyon, who everyone has, except for John Glenn, had a very difficult time stopping the run with him. But John Glenn was able to shut him down when they played up in Sheridan. But, Maysville had a really difficult time with him last week. So it'll be interesting how the Panthers attempt to attack the Muskies tonight. And then, obviously, John Glenn, on the other hand, they're going to stick with their game plan and just say, can you stop us? Because that's how well they're playing right now.
So Maysville will be kicking off here in this first quarter as we're set for it here. The Muskies, for our radio listeners, our YRP TV people, of course, can see John Glenn's in the all whites with the maroon numbers and the maroon JG on the helmets. And the Maysville Panthers here on homecoming night will be in all blues, all Maysville blues with the white helmets and the blue M. Actually, they're wearing sporting the Panther logos on the side of their white helmets this evening. And we'll see Blade Barkley back deep to receive for John Glenn here. Upcoming here, what do you look for from John Glenn here on the opening drive?
Well, they've had good success on returns this year, so they do a great job blocking up front. Of course, if Emerson happens to catch that thing, he's got great speed. So, John Glenn will be on the attack on the catch.
And here is the kickoff coming. It's by Wesley Armstead, and he boots this over the head of Blade Barkley off the 5-yard line, and it's scooped up at the 2 as he runs backward to get it. Barkley coming up the near sideline, spun out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 17-yard line. So Barkley did fairly well there after maybe misjudging that just a little bit. Maybe just took that kickoff for granted a little too much and turns it into a 15-yard return anyway.
Yeah, I think he was hoping that would go in the end zone, and just once it hit the 5, it just kind of died, and he had no choice but to pick it up and try to make a return, and really did a decent job of advancing the football.
So the Muskies now on their opening drive trying to improve on a 4-2 record. Don't forget, too, they've only played 6 games. They had a earlier game at Coshocton canceled mid-season and never was able to pick up an opponent beyond that. Brad Morgan will work out of the pistol set with a couple of receivers. And the handoff, and this is Blade Barkley running free up the left side to the 30, 35, 40, and finally brought out of bounds near midfield by the secondary, and Armstead with that stop at the 48 of John Glenn. That's a 31-yard run to start the game for the Muskies. Blade Barkley.
You know, a great start for the Muskies. Did a great job of sealing the outside. Barkley got to the outside for the 31-yard gain. Just a really good running play for the Muskies.
John Glenn now set on the offensive side. Noah Larrick, senior at 6'6", 205 pounds, the tight end on the left side. And now the motion man, Aiden Armstrong, will come across as another blocking back. Barkley gets the carry, and he's going to be wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. Good pursuit inside, and there's the big fella, number 77, Gage Sampson, with his first tackle of the night. This was a tackle for loss. So a second down 12 coming up. Early moments here of this first quarter from Maysville on a rather humid evening. A little bit warmer, I think, than last week.
Yeah, much warmer, and we'll see how that affects the players tonight as we move forward in the football game.
3 receivers for the Muskies. Out of the pistol, handoff. Blade Barkley up off the right tackle. Takes on a couple of Maysville tacklers. Runs over another at the 50. He's near a first down inside the 45 to the 42-yard line before he's ripped out of bounds. What a run by Blade Barkley with a good low center of gravity. He picks up 11. He's going to be short of the first down by about a foot.
Yeah, great.
No, he won't. They're going to move the chains. They're moving it.
Sorry about that, Dave, but yeah, great run. Barkley again to the outside on the opposite side of the field from us, and just did a great job. Kept the legs moving and broke a couple tackles for a nice gain there.
12-yard pickup for Barkley, and that's already in 3 carries, a couple of double-digit runs to start the game.
Yeah, absolutely. 3 carries, 41 yards. So the Muskie running game is alive and well.
And again, out of the pistol, Brad Morgan. Nathan Walker in motion, coming right to left. Looking deep. Morgan down the sideline into double coverage. That's dangerous. Nearly picked off by the safety. And it was actually his defensive back, Sammy Scott, that probably broke up his own teammate's interception around the 16, or around the 11-yard line, rather.
Yeah, I think so. The ball was thrown just a little bit short by Morgan. And, the defender, I think, had a beat on it, but his help came over to make sure it wasn't caught by anyone, including the Panthers.
Wesley Armstead shaken up. The safety, the free safety, is back there still hobbling around after that collision with his own man, Sammy Scott. And we're going to have a timeout. Craig Clark's wanting to get the officials' attention. I don't know if, I think they burned a defensive timeout. They were noticing that Armstead was very much not being able to even walk very well here. So let's see what. That will be a timeout for Maysville. That's a pretty wise timeout probably by Coach Craig Clark, the veteran coach, seeing that John Glenn exploits that. It could be 6 points on this play.
Yeah, absolutely, Dave. No question that's a great timeout by Maysville, because if we noticed it, the John Glenn Little Muskies noticed it, and they were going to probably attack that either via slant or a pass down the field maybe on an out route. But they definitely were going to attack that.
Well, you know what happens now for defensive teams now in the game of football is that a lot of the football fans and so on think sometimes that defensive players fake injuries, trying to stop the tempo of offensive teams sometimes in this era of football, and in that case there he would have probably been wise to go down himself and save the timeout, but nonetheless he'll get a chance to collect himself and play another down here on 2nd and 10 as the Muskies' Brad Morgan takes it, gives it off to Barkley again. This is straight up the gut Forward progress gets them just ahead of the 40. Pickup of a couple. And that'll set up a long 3rd and 8 here for John Glenn. Good job by the D line there. Sampson again, along with Garrett LaFollette to bottle that one up.
Yeah, John Glenn is basically, you know, really trying to establish the run and have done a nice job, you know, with 4 carries thus far and 1 pass attempt. So they're going to establish the run first.
Play clock still at 15. We're at the 10:15 mark of the first quarter. Still no score. Muskies on their opening drive and trying to keep this drive sustained. 4 receivers for senior quarterback Brad Morgan. Blade Barkley is in the backfield. And on the snap, looking to his right, throwing toward the sideline, out in the flat, wide open. Barkley out of the backfield, 1st down and more, shoved out of bounds inside the 30. Now a late penalty flag comes in. Boy, Craig Clark was really livid with the near side official. They're going to give him a sideline warning. Head coach Craig Clark was cleared down about 7-8 yards out onto the field. I'm not sure what he was so upset about, but boy, he was giving the side judge an earful.
Well, I really think there was a false start on the Muskies that wasn't called, and I think that's what Coach Clark was talking about very adamantly.
There you go. So a bad break for Maysville there. Good pickup on the pass play to Barkley. And a 1st down and 10 Muskies from the 27 of Maysville now. Again, Morgan out of the pistol with a handoff to Barkley. Starts up the middle, now cuts outside left. Lots of room there inside the 20 to the 15 and is ripped out of bounds around the 14-yard line. Still a pickup of 13 this time for Blade Barkley in the ground game. And it's virtually the Blade Barkley show here on this opening drive.
It really is, Dave. That's his 5th carry for 56 yards in this first quarter. So, well, we have a penalty on the Muskies.
Yep, penalty flag right at the line of scrimmage. The play looked like it was designed to just simply dive right up the center of the line. And Barkley with the vision saw a lot of room to the outside, but obviously one of those interior linemen wrapped up someone in blue.
Yes, he broke to the outside. There must have just been a little bit of hook there as he rounded the corner because he did break free pretty easily. So, yeah, there is a hold call.
So that turns out to be about a 13-yard penalty all told. So it'll be 1st down 23. 9:39 to play first quarter. Still no score. Muskies on the opening drive trying to keep it going here in the first penalty mistake. You said that was one of the bugaboos for John Glenn so far this year. One of the few things that hasn't really gone right for them. Morgan on a play-action fake. Rolling out to his right. Throws outside. Another penalty flag comes in near the line of scrimmage. That pass was complete near the original line of scrimmage for about 13 yards. Trying to see, I think it's Nathan Walker who was the receiver. But I think we're going backward again.
We are. We have an ineligible receiver down, ineligible lineman. I would say it's a lineman downfield. Looks like that was a signal by the official.
Well, and if the flag that was dropped at the 34-yard line and the line of scrimmage was the 40, that would be pretty easy to see if a lineman is down there where he's not supposed to be.
I think that's what happened because you're exactly right. Where the flag came from, that's probably what it has to be.
So back to the 45-yard line they go now. And it will... Okay, so I wasn't sure if that was a loss of down penalty. It will be a 1st down again. So now 1st down on a small parking lot now for John Glenn as they are 28 yards away now from the 1st down stick. Quick throw out to the outside. That's Colt Emerson with the grab. And scampers up the far sideline before he's marched out just short of the 40-yard line. And out there in coverage for the Panther Blues looks like Tyler DeBolt.
Pick up a 5 right there on that screen pass.
Muskies Brad Morgan directing traffic now since 2 receivers, Walker and Ryan Russell, out to the far side left. 2 more to the short side right with the ball on the right hash. 2nd and 23 play on the end around. That's Blade Barkley. And Barkley trying to get outside is going to be wrapped up almost clothesline style by Big Gage Sampson again with another tackle for loss. That time made up his mind that Barkley was not going to get away.
Yeah, once he got his big paws on him, he stopped his momentum immediately. Barkley had nowhere to go.
Nearly lifted him off the ground, and Barkley's not a little kid. Third down and very long now for John Glenn. 25 to go. Loss of a couple of yards on that play by Barkley. So it's been, so far for Barkley in the running game here, Richard, feast or famine.
Yeah, it sure has. They have decided they're going to try to attack them via the run, and have done a pretty good job. We take those penalties out of there, and they have 41 yards rushing.
Ryder Rock now was in the game momentarily here as a running back. John Glenn's going to burn a timeout. That play clock getting down close to a delay of game stoppage. The Muskies will burn their first timeout. 8:36 to play first quarter. Still no score here from the Maysville Athletic Complex as John Glenn and Maysville battle. 3rd and 25 coming up for the Little Muskie offense. And we'll see what they dial up here. I would think they're wanting to get something here that doesn't necessarily is a deep throw, but take a big bite out of this 25-yard deficit here.
Absolutely. When you look at field position, I think it's probably going to be 4-down territory with the confidence he has in his defense, that if he can get a nice chunk play and get quite a bit of that yardage back, then they sets them up for a chance to potentially go for it on 4th down. We'll have to see what happens here. Ryder Rock's been pretty effective this year at the running back spot when he has received some playing time, at least early in the year.
Yep, young freshman at 5'4" and 115 pounds on the program. And he is lined up 2 yards behind Morgan, the quarterback. Barkley, the motion man, coming across the formation left. 4 receivers in the pattern. 3-man rush. A little quick screen over the middle. That's Rock. Caught at the 39, up the middle of the hash to the 35, and down at the 32-yard line. So decent pickup there, close to 10 yards on the middle screen to Ryder Rock. So again, they dialed up something just to get a little bit nibble out of that 25-yard first down potential, and now they'll be about 15 yards short of it here. They are going to go for it as expected, and they'll keep the same 4 receivers in with Ryder Rock, the running back, with Morgan in the backfield. Play clock at 12. Snap to Morgan, rolling out to his right side, throwing toward the sideline. A man is there, and Colt Emerson's there. Got it inbounds, made the catch. First down, John Glenn at the 15-yard line. Great pickup right there. 17 yards on the pass play. Colt Emerson with the sure hands and the sure feet.
Yeah, great pitch and catch there from Morgan to Emerson. We've seen that all season long, and just did a great job.
And straight ahead. Up the gut, Barkley again, refusing to go down.